This is not a review or an unboxing. I will show you the most important tips and tricks to record better and safer with Rode Wireless Pro. Number 1, take your lav mic. Run the cable to the clip like this and create a small loop at the bottom of the microphone. And after this, run the cable again through this locking system. But here pay attention, if you look closely, this locking system has this L shape. It's a curve there. Take that curve with the cable like this. Put the cable on that L shape. Adjust those loops to be not too big, not too small, like the size of the mic. This is how it should look like. And like this, the cable will stay safe on that locking system. Now, like this, when you clip your lav mic on your shirt or t-shirt, it will stay very nice because the cable will be behind the shirt. And this is how the lav mic should stay on your shirt or t-shirt. This is super important because you want your lav mic to stay nice in a fixed position on your shirt and also to look good. Always check your mic lav to be positioned correctly. Your lav mic capsule should be against your body, like this, not like this. If you install this on reverse, it will sound bad. And this can happen easily by mistake if you don't pay attention. If you uninstall, if you take your lav mic out of the clip, you can easily install it again on reverse. So remove this small foam and check your microphone all the time to be faced against your body. The mic capsule should be faced forward. By the way, this video is not sponsored by Rode. I bought this system with my own money and I made this video because I really like it and I believe this is the best system right now for creators. A super important tip, number 2, it's about the connection between the lav mic and this transmitter. I see so many people complaining about this connection, but it's an user error. You need to learn how to connect these two. Even if it looks simple, it's important to do it correctly. See, this jack has a locking ring on it. Now, before connecting the jack to the transmitter, be sure that this ring is screwed all the way up. Now, if this ring is not screwed all the way up, look what's happening when I will try to connect this to the transmitter. When I will tighten this ring to the transmitter, it will push the jack away. So, tie this ring up, connect the jack to the transmitter, and rotate both the ring and the jack to be sure that everything is safe and secure. Both of them, the ring and the jack, should be tight on this transmitter. And be sure that when you are rotating this ring, the jack is straight. This is how it should look like. Both of them should be secure on this transmitter. Your lav right now will stay perfect on your shirt and your connection between the lav and the transmitter will be also perfect. Tip number 3. If you want to record this system directly in your camera, be sure that your camera preamps are set as low as possible. This system is super quiet, it's super good. You're not gonna have a lot of noise using this system, but the noise is coming from your camera preamp. Camera preamps are pretty bad in general, so we want to be sure that the preamp on the camera is set as low as possible. So first, set your preamp like at 1 or 2 or 3. I have an A7S III right now and my level is set to 1. After your camera preamp is set as low as possible, adjust the transmitter levels and the receiver levels to reach somewhere between -12 and -6 dB. To set the levels, you can connect your entire system using the charging case to your PC and open Rode Central app. Rode Central app will look like this, and on the left side you will find your receiver. Click on it and here you can find gain mode. You can choose manual and adjust the level manually here on Rode Central or using the buttons on the receiver, or you can do something better. Press again on gain mode and choose preset. Now, here on the right side at the preset, you can click on it. You will see Rode, this is the default preset, or you can add a preset for your specific camera. Right now I have installed my A7S III camera. When you install a preset, you can click on these 3 dots here, go to this link, and you will find this document to see exactly how to set your camera model, your specific camera. For A7S III, we can find this here, adjust the audio recording level down to 1. So for A7S III, I need to set my camera level to 1. Let's take another example. Let's go here, plus, choose a camera, let's say Canon 90D. Next, go to this document and you will find here exactly what you need to do in a Canon 90D to set the camera correctly for this system. Scroll down to rec level and select the marker to be 4 notches above the 0 mark. And this is super useful because you will set exactly your receiver gain for your specific camera. Now let's set the transmitters. You will have your transmitters here on the left side. Click on the first one and click on the settings button. Now you will find here mic gain. You can set this manually or you can use gain assist, which is very useful. You can click on it and you will have auto mode, or click again and dynamic mode, or click again and do it manually. I will put on the screen right now what auto and what dynamic modes do. You can pause the video and read what those two modes do. Now we are going to the second transmitter. Again, click on the settings button and do the same thing here. Of course, with this system we have a safety track, so your left channel, let's say, should reach somewhere between -12 or -6, and your right channel will be lower with 6 decibels. To turn the safety track on the receiver, go here to routing and select safety and click apply. And this is pretty important. When you use this system, I recommend you to use all the time the internal recording in the transmitters as a backup. Listen, I know you don't want to sync in post-production to download the track out of this transmitter, but this is super important. Use the backup track all the time. This will save your ass in so many bad situations. The sound recorded in these transmitters is super good, super clean, is 32-bit float. Even if you record internally in your camera using your camera preamps and you are satisfied with that quality, always record a backup track in these transmitters. It's so useful, so important, and so easy and fast. You can set this to record automatically when you take this off the charging case. So it's useful. To turn this setting on, connect again your system to the Rode Central, go to the first transmitter, go to settings, and on the right side you will find rec. Here you can turn this to always. If you click it, it will be manual. Click it again and you will see always. And now every time you will take this transmitter out of the charging case, it will start to record automatically. Do the same thing with the second transmitter and you're good to go. And to download the files, all you need to do is to connect again your transmitters to the computer and just copy the files that you will find on your transmitters here. Or you can go again into Rode Central, select your first transmitter, and you will find here the recordings. You can change the name and you can choose how you want them to be exported. WAV, let's say 48 kHz and 32-bit float. You can normalize them here, choose level and export your files. Another important tip, if you want to connect a shotgun microphone to the wireless transmitter. As I connected right now my Rode VideoMic Go 2, an exceptional microphone, to this Rode Wireless Pro transmitter to make it wireless. If you do this, please use the short original cable. This is important. You need a good quality cable because otherwise you may reach interferences. And find a way to keep your transmitter near to the microphone. As I did this build right here, it's a small cheese plate, a cheese bar from Small Rig, also attached here a cold shoe adapter right here, also from Small Rig, and I attach the transmitter on this cold shoe adapter. I have a ball head here to move the microphone exactly as I want. I attached the microphone with a small adapter to the cheese plate, and right now I have a wireless VideoMic Go 2. I will put links in the description for this build, and I will make a dedicated video about many builds when it comes to Rode Wireless Pro and shotgun microphones and other ways to record better with Rode Wireless Pro. Caleb Pike, DSLR video shooter, just created a system that you can attach the microphone and attach your transmitter to this system, and it looks nice and easy to use. You can buy this system or you can buy the 3D model and print it by yourself. I'll put a link in the description if you are interested. The next tip is about a rookie mistake, and please be careful about this one. When you record your sound using this wireless system or any other system, please all the time check your levels. If you can't monitor your audio using headphones, check to be sure that you are receiving a good signal. With this system, it's super easy to do this because you will see everything on the receiver and check to see if you have a good signal, if you receive audio. Don't just assume that if you connect everything is good and every connection is okay and you just need to press record and everything will be fine. Please check all the time your levels, if you have a good connection, if you have everything set up correctly. And if you record on camera or on your PC, check your levels in the camera too or in the PC. You can have a good connection between your transmitter and your receiver, but maybe a bad connection between the receiver and the camera, or something can happen in your recording software. To check if everything is working fine, you need to invest just 2-3 seconds to take a look on the screen, on the receiver, and be sure that everything is working fine. It can save your entire job. Another important tip: keep your entire system up to date all the time, because Rode is coming with a lot of firmware updates with dope new features and you don't want to miss those things. They just released a new update with cool features. I will tell you about this in a second, but first, to update the firmware, it's easy and fast. Connect everything again to the computer, open the Rode Central app, and on the top right corner you will have this button here. Click on it and we have here available firmware. Click to check if new update is available. If you need to update the system, click on Update All and everything will be fast and easy. By the way, on 8th November, Rode released this 1.2.8 firmware, which is awesome. After the update, if we go to the transmitters now on settings, we can activate a high-pass filter for 75 Hz or 100 Hz. Or turn this off. The high-pass filter is useful because this will help us to reduce the low frequencies that we don't have in our voices, but these frequencies exist in our room. You will almost get rid of those low frequencies from reverb and that muddier sound that you don't have in your voice. And another new feature, this timeout, when it's on, if your transmitter doesn't record for more than 15 minutes or is not paired for more than 15 minutes, it will turn off automatically to save battery. And on the receiver, we can turn with this update on and off, plug in, detect. When this is turned on and the receiver is connected to your camera, if you turn off your camera, the receiver will also turn off automatically, and when you turn on the camera, it will turn on again automatically with the camera, saving a ton of battery. But warning, I made a mistake, don't do the same mistake. After you update your firmware, here, reinstall the Rode Central app, because yes, the features are in the firmware, but you need of course to update the app too to see the new features. I made the firmware update and I didn't have the new features. What's happening? And I reinstalled the Rode Central and now I have everything. So keep this in mind and update the firmware and reinstall the Rode Central app too. And another big thing after this update, Rode Wireless Pro is now compatible with all the Rodecasters, and something interesting, you can connect the transmitters from Rode Wireless ME or Rode Wireless Go 2 to the Rode Wireless Pro receiver, which in my opinion is nice because maybe you already use Rode Wireless Go 2 or Rode Wireless Me, and it's nice to know that you can connect those transmitters to Rode Wireless Pro's receiver. And now something extra, a wish for the future firmware updates. I wish that with the next firmware update, we will have the ability to turn the LEDs, the lights on the transmitters, on and off totally using the receiver. I know right now we can dim them in the Rode Central app, but these lights can be sometimes disturbing. So I wish to have them on, set everything, be sure that everything is okay, press record, and after that press something on the receiver, so buttons, and turn the lights completely off. This will help a lot for those moments when we use the transmitter directly on the shirt or t-shirt without using the lav mic. Another important one, a big wish, I wish to have the ability to set a prefix on the name of the files of these transmitters. Right now, when I download my files, I don't know which file is from transmitter 1 and which file is from transmitter 2. So in the Rode Central app, I wish to have the ability to set a prefix like for transmitter number 1, TX1, and transmitter number 2, TX2. Or when I'm at a job, to set a specific prefix for that job, and when I download my files, I know exactly which files are from that job. These things will be so nice to have in a future firmware update. Now, if you set your lav mic correctly, if you connect it to your transmitter correctly, if you set your camera preamps as low as possible and you use a backup track here in these transmitters, you will be safe and you will have a great sound using this system. I will come back with other videos about this system because I'm obsessed with Rode Wireless Pro. These are so good, so good. If you like this video and if you find it useful, don't forget to press the like button and the subscribe button, and I will come back soon with this Rode Wireless Pro. See you soon.